सांबादिक सम्मेलन आयोजन करा जायछि जेउठी जयराम रमेश निजर उद्बोधन रखुचंती कोन कहउचंती से आमे सीधा सड़क देखिनबा
4,000 kilometers 150 days he walked from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. In 2023-24 he travelled 6,600 kilometers from Manipur to Mumbai. That was the new life of the Congress. Congress has already got the Sanjeevani. There is no such thing as last war for Congress. Nobody can write the Congress off from the nation's political life. Without the Congress, Indian politics is incomplete. Indian democracy is incomplete. This book I was showing you, this was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on the 25th of November 1949. And when Dr. Ambedkar spoke, he said, it is because of the Congress party that we have got the Constitution of India. This is Dr. Ambedkar who said this. If there is no Congress party, there is no Constitution. It's very clear. So we are fighting an election, but we are also fighting a battle of ideology. That is what the Bharat Jodo Yatra and the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra was. We will fight elections. We will win some, we will lose some. But the ideology fight we have to continue, because we are fighting an ideology that goes against the very idea of the Constitution.
Raviji, senior journalist.
You have been repeatedly
Raviji,
talking about the BJD and BJP being together.
Raviji, सामने आओ.
Why are you in the background? Come.
He is from statesman.
Okay.
He is from statesman.
Repeatedly saying about BJD and BJP being together and it will take fight and all. Based on the track record of the parliamentary track record of the BJD, we would like to know what is the latest deal that you've been in terms of sharing, or what is the deal that they have continued with this process, number one. Number two, they have managed to, the narrative in the election, Mr. Modi and Naveen Patnaik together have driven it towards the rather emotive issues kind of a narrative. Korea language, literature, or the real issues, or the issues are sidetracked, and it is going in one direction, which is highly emotive by both of them.
Well, let me deal with your second issue first. The reason why the outgoing Prime Minister has adopted emotive issues, I wouldn't call them emotive issues, I would call them divisive issues. I would call them polarizing issues, communal issues, because he knows he cannot fight this election on unemployment, price rise, welfare of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, OBCs, youth, women. He cannot, how can he justify gas cylinder at 1100 rupees a cylinder when Dr. Manmohan Singh's time cylinder was being supplied at 450 rupees a cylinder? He cannot justify. He cannot justify the fact that we have the highest youth unemployment rate in the last 45 years. So deliberately, after the 19th of April, after the first phase of the election, the Prime Minister changed his campaign and started talking of Muslim League, Mangal Sutra, Bhais. He started talking of all these issues. Now, as far as the Odisha Assembly is concerned, that there is a deal between the two is clear. I mean, what was Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav, a BJD elected, a BJP member elected by the BJD? This is extraordinary. If the BJD and the BJP are political rivals, how did this happen? Of course, there is a deal between the two. And this is all faith boxing. This is all shadow boxing, what is going on. The fact of the matter is that every time a bill came to Parliament in the last 10 years, I have seen the BJD either support the government or walk out when the time came to take a stand. They never took a stand. But when they took a stand, they supported the government on all issues. They supported the weakening of the Forest Rights Act. They supported amendments of the Forest Conservation Act. They supported amendments to the Land Acquisition Act. They supported at the labor codes, which rewrote all the labor laws. So they did not oppose demonetization of 8th of November 2016. They were not critical of GST, which has destroyed the MSME sector. So the track record of the BJD is to be a B team of the BJP at the center, in return for which the BJP is the B team of the BJD in Odisha. So A team in Delhi, BJP, B team BJP in Odisha, and vice versa for BJP. So they are two sides of the same coin. ये 400 पार के पीछे क्या राज है? आपने एक मशहूर लोकप्रिय हिंदी गाना हुआ करता था, शायद आपको याद है कि नहीं, मैं नहीं जानता हूँ, पर्दे के पीछे क्या है। वो गाना था, पर्दे में रहने दो, पर्दा ना हटाओ, पर हमने पर्दा हटा दिया। जब उन्होंने 400 पार की बात की, हमने पर्दा उठा दिया और कह दिया कि 400 पार का मतलब है इस किताब को हटाओ और नया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लाओ। यही तो 400 पार है। और इनके सांसद, आरएसएस के नेता, इनके उम्मीदवार, सब लोग कहते हैं हमें 400 पार 400 दो ताकि हम नया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लाएं। तो ये 400, अभी प्रधानमंत्री 400 पार की नहीं बात कर रहे हैं। नहीं, अभी नहीं बात, अभी तो बिल्कुल नहीं, अभी तो बिल्कुल दूसरी बात कह रहे हैं। अभी तो मंगलसूत्र की बात हो रही है, हिंदू मुसलमान की बात हो रही है। आपके पास अगर 2 भैंस है, 1 भैंस कांग्रेस ले लेगा, इसकी बात हो रही है। और अभी क्या, पहली बार प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा है अडानी और अंबानी के टेम्पो से काला धन कांग्रेस पार्टी को आ रहा है। अरे बाप रे, अगर इतना काला धन है अडानी को और अंबानी को, तो आपने ईडी नहीं क्यों